Virgo. Virgo, hello. How's it going? We are going to take a look at new love for Virgo. Okay? If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. Also, if you would like to figure out how to book a call with my personal spiritual life coach, Kelly Lunt, her information is in the description of the video as well. Definitely check her out, y'all. Her coaching is out of this world, unlike anything I've ever seen personally. Okay, so anyway, though, let's go ahead and get into this. New love. We have done all different types of readings. They're all different types of situations, but I've spent very little time hammering specifically on new love. So that's what we're going to do here, okay? If you're not interested in any new love, or you're not dealing in anything new, then this is not your message. I'm going to do a quick energy check between you and this new person. Quick energy check here. Virgo and new love. Quick energy check. Okay, all right. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Two of Swords reversed. Okay. Death card. King of Cups. All right. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good here. Okay. So this is definitely emerging out of kind of a dark place. Okay. The last transition that you went through wasn't one of those overnight transitions. We like those. I do. You know, I love to just, okay, when it's time for this cycle to be over, let's just get started into the next one, you know? This didn't happen that way, though. This didn't happen that way. You're emerging out of this very, very dark place. Okay, and the Knight of Cups, here it is. Bam! Coming in quick. Coming in with the quickness, boy. And again, like I said, this is a new cycle. You and this person. See, you're on a different frequency now, Virgo. I've been seeing this collectively come up for a few of the signs. Again, it's not the exact same cards, but very similar energies with a very similar type of backstory here, you know, where you've learned a lot of your lessons from the old previous cycles and old previous experiences and the bullshit and all that. You've learned, okay? So now it's time for all that stuff to come to an end and a new cycle to begin here with the Death card and the World card. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. I also have Cancer here. I don't know. You're still kind of afraid. You still have a fear of abandonment, though, don't you? A fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection. You're doing the best that you can, Virgo, to try to make it just seem like you're playing it cool. You know, oh, I'm all good. You know, I'm cool. Nothing to worry about here. You know, but I think what it is, though, is that you really, really, really have a great deal of emotion for this person, and that scares you a little bit. You're not the only person this has happened to. You're not the only person this has happened to. Again, similar. It's not the exact same energies, but very similar things have been coming up for lots of the signs here with these new love energies, okay? So again, it's not the exact same energy, but very similar backstories here, okay? You do actually like this person a lot. And guess what? They like you a lot. Freaks you out a little bit. Freaks you out a little bit. Okay, so you're doing the best that you can to play it cool. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, though. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, see, I really think the person that you're dealing with wants commitment. They want commitment. They want something solid. They have the faith, though. See, that's where the two of you are a little bit, they have the faith that it can work out. You don't know if you have the faith. You don't really know. You're probably just doing your typical Virgo thing, sitting there trying to critique everything and pick out all the little things that are going wrong and how it should be going right and all this and all. Not enough of it is going this way, then there's no chance it could work. You know. I'm just giving you all a hard time, dude. I can do all the picking I want because I have moon and rising in Virgo, so I like to pick at you guys and the Aquarians too. All right, well, let's look a little bit more at this person you're dealing with, though, okay? New person Virgo is dealing with. So the main thing I'm looking at here is how they feel about you and what their intentions are. If it wants to come through, I will read what actions they're going to most likely take. But I'm not really looking for that. Not really looking for that. The main thing here, because, you know, whenever we get to the advice, that's where actions and movement start coming more into the picture. But I'm looking at how this person feels about you and their intention. Let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3 of Cups reversed. 5 of Wands. I think that they may feel like you're a bit argumentative. They may feel like you're a bit argumentative. Yeah, because they have faith that this would work out, that you all could come together and find happiness, but they're up in their head because they don't really feel like you have the faith. They don't really feel like you have the faith for whatever reason. I think, again, they may perceive you to be a little bit argumentative and have a bit of an attitude problem. 5 of Swords, King of Swords reversed. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that with this Ace of Pentacles right here, they perceive you to try. You're trying to take control of details that you have no control over. Okay. You're on a new path right now. Okay. And I've told lots of you this before. There's 2 types of manifestations: A-type manifestations and B-type. Okay. A-type manifestations are those things that we all manifest more than once in our lives. Most of us do, you know, like a new car, a new house, a new job. And there's always somebody around us that can help us with this manifestation, who can walk us through the process, okay? B-type manifestations, though, are those big things that you've never had before. And more than likely, nobody around you has ever had it either, okay? That multi-million-dollar business. That perfect, successful, match made in heaven relationship. You know, the problem that we have in Virgo, I can't lie, man, you all are really bad about this. You and Capricorn are both really bad about this, is that we try to use A-type strategies to create B-type manifestations. Okay? We try to plan each step, you know, to the pathway of manifesting something that we've never had and never experienced, and you can't do that. Okay, so I really think that this person really views you as basically having a lack of faith and trying to control too many details that you don't have control of. Okay, so they're afraid that you're just going to end up leaving. They're afraid that you're just going to leave. That death card's right there again. Okay, like I said, you're still coming out of a very, very dark place here. A very dark place. Well, what's the most likely outcome between the two of you? Most likely outcome. And then we'll read the advice after this. Most likely outcome with Virgo and this new person here. Okay, the Emperor. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. The Devil card, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles reversed, Chariot, King of Cups reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I see you moving forward together with this person slowly but surely, but there's still a very, very negative energy that's attached to the two of you. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a situation where there's drugs and alcohol involved with that devil energy overall. But I just really, really think that it's a negative thought form that comes from focusing on the negative end of the spectrum. That comes from focusing on the worst case scenario, focusing on all negativity, makes a very negative thought form pop up in your energetic field, and there it is between the two of you. Okay, that needs to be dealt with here, okay? Because I think you all really need to let go of trying to control how it's going to happen, and just trust the process. Could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. But I really think that you all are going to be making forward movement, but it's going to be much slower forward movement than it needs to be. Could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I don't really see the two of you actually departing anytime soon. I see it staying pretty stable for the time being, but it's just moving much slower than it needs to. Much slower. Things aren't moving between the two of you nearly as fast as they could be. All right, well, now it's time for the meat and taters of the entire reading. The advice. What advice do we have? Advice for Virgo. Maybe you're doing the right thing. Maybe you need to do something different. I don't know. Maybe you should do what you're doing even better. I don't know. Let's see. What advice do we have for Virgo in this new situation universe? Advice. Boom, the Eight of Cups reversed. Don't walk away. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 more. The Justice card. All right, there's that Devil in the reverse. Okay, so that negative energy, whatever it is, whether it's drugs and alcohol, whether it's whatever it is, that negative thought form, that definitely needs to be worked through, okay? Don't be too independent, okay? That's what this is screaming at me. Normally, you guys know the tangents that I go on about these 2 cards when they come up typically, but it doesn't feel that way this time. This feels like don't be independent to a fault, okay? Now, what I mean is, I'm not saying don't be independent. I'm not saying that at all. You all know me better than that. I'm not saying don't be independent. What I'm saying is that you need to learn how to, when you really need help, ask for it, okay? If somebody offers you assistance or help, accept it, okay? Don't be so like, like a stuffed sweater, so staggeringly independent that it comes back around to bite you in the ass. And like if you're anything like me with my Virgo moon and rising, it got to the point to where at one point in time, I slept on the streets for a couple of weeks because I was too proud to ask for help. Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. This is when I was much younger, but don't do that now. Don't do that, okay? If somebody offers help, accept it. Definitely accept it, okay? Do not make decisions based on fear and anxiety, okay? I think that is a much more efficient way than saying, don't be afraid, don't worry. You hear people say that all the time. You have nothing to fear. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. Well, why didn't I think of that? All I got to do is not worry. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. What I'm saying is fear and anxiety will happen. Okay, we are humans. However, this is what makes or breaks the deal here, okay? If you start making a bunch of decisions based on fear and anxiety, think about that. Think about how many fear-based decisions we make on a daily basis. Think about it. Just really, really calm your mind and sit and think. How many decisions do I make on a daily basis based on fear? If you think about that, that might freak you out a little bit, okay? Don't make decisions based on fear. Learn to be able to follow that little voice of intuition while that fear response is happening. People ask me all the time, how do I become more intuitive? You don't. You just teach your ego to shut up. Okay? See, anxiety, nervousness, and fear, whether warranted or unwarranted, legitimate or not, it all boils down to one little point. Fear of losing control. Okay, that's an ego-based mechanism. See, the ego wants to control and run the whole show. It likes to feel like it knows what's coming. It likes to feel like it's in control of what's happening. Well, the fact of the matter is it actually is in very little control of what's going on. But what we need to do is we need to be able to listen to that little intuitive voice, okay? But usually the intuition is telling you things that the ego can't figure out and can't process and makes no sense, okay? So the ego says, no. Let's just mumbo jumbo. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it happen my way. Okay, but if you tell the ego to shut up long enough and pay attention to that little voice, it's going to be scary. But after a while, it'll start saying, whoa, hold up. Every time we listen to that little voice, shit works out somehow. And after a certain point, the ego will be like, whoa, you know what, dude? That little voice knows a thing or two. How? I don't know. I have no idea how. But every time we listen to that little voice, shit works out. That is when anxiety and fear start dissipating. The more your ego learns to trust your intuition. So you don't become more intuitive. You just turn the volume knob down on the ego, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay? Don't make decisions based on fear. And prove to the ego that the intuition knows what it's talking about. You're going to have to deal with that fear response for a little bit until you get that evidence coming in that the ego needs to see. You know what I mean? Anywho, I feel like that was your all's message. I am going to go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I am eternally grateful for every last one of you that show up and show love and support and kindness on my channel every single day on a daily basis, okay? Don't forget to look in the description box of the video for information on how to schedule a personal reading with me. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good day.